So we're going to place our scarf on our dummy head. So this is our middle. The pin marks our middle. So we're going to try and make it as tight as possible. So that it will not be slipping. So this is our middle, marked by the pin. So now our rolled part, we are going to put this side here, place it there. So we're going to place it like this, and then tack it to the back. So we're going to tack it. This is for the rolled part. Place it here. And tack. So let me show you how to tack it. So we're going to try our possible best to be as neat as possible. So push it in. So press it into Gele. Carefully, your thread not tangle. Press it in. Push it. There's no hard and fast rule. However way you can to tack it on top, because it's quite thick. It's quite thick. Pass it, you see, pass it in through this back too, and push it into the rolled part so that we can come up the other way. Push it in. This scarf is quite slippery, so try my best. Remember, it's not going to be straight, it's going to be curved. Don't forget that. It's going to be curved. So I'm going to finish it up off camera. So I am done tacking my rolled part to my main gele. Remember that you're going to end how you started in the other side, and that is this. you're going to end at the beginning of where the other velcro started here. So we're going to end our roll part here, just like how you started this other one from where this velcro started. So I'm going to tie this off, and then we are going to proceed to our fan. So for this next part, this is the rolling part. You need 2 rubber bands, your needle and your thread. So the first step, we will gather our fabric, our shoki. Make sure to turn this place in, and then we'll use rubber band. You gather it, let it be equal, so not. Then we'll use rubber band to tie it. So now we're going to twist, we'll continue twisting, we'll twist, and try and make it neat. All these places where threads are coming out, remove it. Make it as neat as possible. This is okay. So now we'll use our needle and thread now. In order to hide this place we knotted at the end, we just pass it in between. Don't forget to tie the other end. So as I was saying, pass your needle. We're doing this so that we'll keep our twist in line, and then you tack. We'll be passing it inside, outside, inside, outside. There's no particular pattern per se. You just do that with your work being neat. Have it in mind, you have to have a neat work, and that's basically it for this part. So when you're done sewing, your thread remaining, you wrap it round here in place of, just wrap it round a few times in place of the rubber band. In place of the rubber band, and then create a knot so that it won't lose. Then cut your thread. So I'm going to do this at this area also. So for the next step, That is the half fan. We're going to we're going to take, after you fold the edge here, fold the edge, and then you measure 5 inches from this edge. 5 inches. This is 5 inches. You mark it. Now this 5 inches, we are going to place it here, this place here. This is the velcro, where the velcro is starting. That's where we're going to place it. You can use your pin to hold it for now. We'll place it there, and then, like I said earlier, we're going to sew and stop here, half. That's why it's a half fan. We're going to stop here, and you sew it curved. So this is how it's going to be. You sew it like this. It's going to be curved. So this this place now will now make it form the 6th pleats. So you see, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, so make it the 6th pleat. This is the essence of our marking our middle of the scarf, middle of the scarf. So when you're sewing, you're going to sew it from here, you sew it a half inch, curve it, sew it a half inch till you get here. So let me take this to the machine and sew. So I have tacked it at the machine, as you can see. This is it. Tack it, curve, let it not be straight. This is still our middle point, so we'll place it on our dummy. So after you've made your 5 pleats, 1 2 3 4 5, the next thing will be to fold your scarf. You fold it into, you match here and here. You notice these two sides are not equal, so it's this beginning part you will use to measure. So fold it into 2 equal parts. You take a pin, you use your pin to mark the center part. We'll mark the center here and here. So this is going to help us find the center. Then from that center position also, we are going to measure 9.5. Measure 9.5 here and mark it the inside also. So 9.5 here, 9.5 inside here. This will enable us to be able to distinguish, or rather mark, where we'll put our velcro. This is a velcro, some call it magic gum, but this is a velcro. So on our velcro, we're going to measure 5 inches. So 5 inches, we're going to cut it here. So we place this, anyone, mustn't be a particular side. All that is important is you place one from that 9.5 mark. Place one here, and then the second one the opposite side. So this second mark here, place the second one here, so that when you cover it to be here. So Let me take this to the machine and sew it off. So welcome everyone. I'm so sorry, but I can't seem to find the video showing the measurements. So actually this is what we're going to do. This is what we'll be doing first. I'll find Gele. The base here is going to be 26 inches. You cut that into 26 times 3, that's 3 lines. Our rolling part here, this one is going to be 18 inches times 3. The fan material is going to be 38 inches times 3, and then you make 5 pleats on the base. So for the fan part now, we need our needle and thread again. We also need to, you hold where your rubber band is and cut your rubber band. You turn your work to the back, yes, and then still holding it, you try and trace it back further so that when it's tied, the place that you used to hold the hand will not be showing from the front. So we'll move it backwards a bit. Move it backwards a bit while maintaining your pleats. Move it backwards a bit. Yes, 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 yes. So now we're going to use our needle and thread now to hold here. Needle and thread now to hold here. Push it through. So be careful not to tack your velcro too. So we'll pass it again from behind. Be careful to hold it so that your work will not loosen, since we've removed our rubber band. We pull. So possible you can even open here. We try not to spread it too much so that we know we haven't tacked our plate yet. So push again. So now you can now start just rolling it. Go to the other side, pass the other side, come out from the opposite side, roll it, tack it. Then now we can now fold it, because if you see it's straight, so we'll fold it so that it will have a round shape. Can now tie knots. There is no number of, you can tie as much as you want, just to be safe, just to be on the safer side. And then we'll pass it into the ashoke and pull. So I've gotten this now. So the next stage now is to tack our plates. Now. That's the next stage. So for the fun part, for this other side, we're done with this area. So this is our rope. So for this side, we're going to cut again Okay, this time around we're going to cut from here. Going to cut. Open it as you're cutting. Cut the other way. So you still cut this one when you're done tacking. So we repeat the same thing we did for this other side. Face this under it. Start. Do this under where you drew the thread. You gauge what you need and then you cut the rest off. So I'll cut here diagonally. A trick that I found to work with Ashoke is so that it won't unravel as fast, is to give it cut little stitches in between so that it won't unravel as fast. So put this here. Put this here. Put it on top. And then we'll sew. Just like how we stitched it on the other side. We'll stitch it and so to tag this, you have your needle and thread. We'll pass it through here and push it to the second one. Then we'll try to make the tacking as neat as possible. So we're not going to do tacking from here. You know, the thread will not show here. So we'll try and make the thread almost close to the same place where we picked it and push it back again. Push it back again. You need a cloth to pull your needle. So I'm going to pull our needle. Yes. I'm going to pull. Then I don't do this too tight too. We'll do the same thing. Push. You try and as you're putting, you try and slant your hand so that as you're doing it, it's going to be going like this instead of like this, so that it will cover more space. Push it through so you see where it's coming out. So now we'll remove this second needle here. Push it through. Yes. So we'll continue. Push it in. We'll push it in. Pull. Continue like that. Do the same thing at the back here. Push it through. Use your pin. Push it through. pull. We pull and pull and pull. So we're taking away this pin here. We roll this remaining part. So we're going to end where this one stops. Here. That's where we're going to end. We're going to end here. Let me mark here with the pin. So we're going to end here. So we're in here. Let's finish up our seam. Push. Pull it again. So when we get into our finishing line, can remove the pin now so that it won't block our way. And push. So now we're going to tie it. We're going to tie it. First thing you do will be to make a knot here so that it won't loosen. Make a knot. 1, 2, and 2. Then pass through it one more time. Push it, and then we wrap it and wrap it tight. Wrap it and wrap it tight. Yes, continue wrapping it tight. Maybe about 3 or 4 times or 5 times just to be safe. And then we're going to knot it now. We're going to create a knot. You have to be careful of your thread tangling. That's why it's advisable not to use too long thread. Just use use your head and gauge it. Gauge the amount of thread you will need. And let it not be excessively long. Okay, so we're done with this row part for now. So pass our needle again just to secure it, and then we'll cut our thread. So we're going to the fan part. We are done with this. As you can see, it's quite neat. It's very neat. So you have to try and make your work as neat as possible. So we're going to this side. So this is our finished product, Autogele. As you can see, it looks like it was tied. This is it. Look at this. See how neat it is behind. So we are done tacking. So we're going to cut this remaining part off now. Careful not to cut your thread like I said earlier. So we're cutting this part off, and then we'll pull. we'll pull, and then we'll tack. Don't forget to fold here. Twist this in. Use your needle and thread. Tack it till you get here, and then we'll use our sewing machine. So that's it, guys. And then again, half pack of ashoke can comfortably make this scarf and still remain remaining this. So that's it for our first class. So for the front part, as usual, you need your needle and thread. So we're going to pass it from inside. We pick 2. This is 3. Pick 3 pleats, and then pick the 4th one. Pass our needle through. Don't make it too tight so that it won't flatten. As you can see, it's plumpy. The reason for this is so that it will look real, like you tied it real, not like it's actually an autogele. So we'll pass our needle again through all 4 and back inside our gele. Be careful, don't pull it too tight so that it won't flatten. Repeat the same thing. Pass, pass, pick 4 again. And pass our needle through. Then on this side, we pass our needle again to the 5th side. Pass our needle again to the 5th side. Push our needle through here. Pass it through 5. Now we'll pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back into the gele. As you're doing this, you'll be arranging your pleats so that it won't go out of focus. So we're rolling, we're turning, we're moving again. Pass your needle through all 5. Pass our needle through all 5. And then we're moving again. Pushing it through here. Pass our needle again. Pass our needle through 5 of the pleats. This time around, instead of moving the needle all the way here, because it's close to the pleat here, we'll just pass a needle small. We'll pass it small here. As you're doing this, you'll be checking your dummy head to see if everything is in order. So doing this, you'll be checking your dummy head to see everything is in order. So as you can see, we have everything in order. So let's continue tacking. So this is this is where we are. So we're going to end for now. For this place now, we're going to end it. And you end it by tying a knot however way you know how to knot thread. Knot it. And then we'll cut our thread. So for this flay part, here, we're going to place we're not going to tack this area of the fan. We're just going to tack it here. We tack, let me show you. We pass our needle here on the fifth 1 2 3 4 5, this one, the last pleat before the fan started. We pass our needle there. Pass our needle there, and then pass it to this next two. Like I said earlier, don't do it, let it be flat. If you do that, don't tack it to be tight. If you do that, it will be flat and it will look like an autogele instead of the tight scarf. Then we'll pass it through that same 3. Let's make it 4. Pass it through this 4. Then we're just going to tack it here. This is so that the pleat will stay. I'm going to tack it here. We'll pass it all the way down now. All the way through all the pleats. All the way through all the pleats. Pass it through all the pleats. So we're done tying. We're done tacking the front part. So we're going to knot our thread so that it won't loosen. Everything won't unravel. So that's it, guys. We'll just pass our needle. We'll pass our needle in and come out just to secure it. You can omit this step if you want. You can leave this step out if you want. Yeah. So for the fan part, we're going to start making our pleats now. You put your hand under here and put this on top. This on top. Make one pleat. Carry it to the back. Make another pleat. Carry it to the back. Make another pleat. Carry it to the back. You make another pleat, carry it to the back. Move this one as you're making your pleat. Don't remain one place. Don't remain one pleat. Make another pleat. Move this one. Make another pleat. Make another one. Yes. Make another pleat. Follow these ones to the back. Follow this one down. Take these ones down. And then from here we'll pick big. Pick big here. Pick again. Pick again. Then when you get to this part, now, you roll it towards you. Roll this remaining part towards you. Roll it tight so that it won't loosen. And then you put it beside each other. And we'll use a long needle. To hold it. We're not sewing yet. We'll just use a long needle to hold it in place. And then we'll get back to the other side of the fan. For this place, you need a rubber band. And then we'll follow this place. Follow the pleat to the end. Follow the pleat to the end. Follow this to the end. Follow the pleats to the end. Are you seeing? Then for this side, this remaining side here, just gather it up and then arrange the rest of our pleat. We'll gather it here and then arrange it. This will be much easier if you're doing this on a model's head. It's because a model will hold it, and because I'm alone, I'm using this doll baby, so it's much more difficult to do it. So we use our rubber band to hold our pleats. So this is the result after we have arranged it. So all that is left now is for you to tack. As you can see, this is the back. This is how the back looks. This is the part we tied with rubber band. This is the place we tied with rubber band. This So we'll tie the rubber band, and this is where our needle is holding these ones together. So we're going to tack now.